Giving Back, sponsored by Patterson Legal Group.
We're excited to partner with Patterson Legal Group in our latest edition of Giving Back, where local nonprofits are recognized for the great work they're doing to make our communities better places to live. Patterson Legal Group recognizes a new nonprofit and presents them with a $500 check. This week, we're proud to spotlight Catholic Charities of Northeast Kansas. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Tyler from Patterson Legal Group. This week's Giving Back recipient is Catholic Charities of Northeast Kansas. I'm here with Denise. Denise, tell us a little bit about the group.
We are a faith-based organization that serves anyone in our community with help, hope, and hospitality.
That's awesome. And for all your great work, we're excited to give you a check today for $500.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And joining us now is Denise Ogilvie with Catholic Charities of Northeast Kansas. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy to have you on the show today. I want to start out, tell us about the Catholic Charities Northeast Kansas. You know, how long have you guys been around? What are you guys doing around the community?
So Catholic Charities is a faith-based organization that serves our communities. We serve all 21 counties of Northeast Kansas, but we have offices in Olathe, Overland Park, Kansas City, Kansas, Topeka, Lawrence, Leavenworth, and Atchison. And so we started in 1956, so we've been around for a long time.
Yes.
Our founding ministry was adoption, and we can currently still do adoption, but our agency has spread out and done many more services than that. And currently in Topeka, we have an office down at 3rd and Kansas Avenue. And we have a food pantry that is open Monday through Thursday. We also do rent and utility assistance for folks. We also have long-term programming around financial education, helping families stabilize, learn skills so that they can be self-sufficient for the future. Then we also have workforce programming around education, and then moving on into employment, helping people get employed, but giving them really those wraparound services that help people stabilize, build up their skill set, and strengthen them so that they can become self-sufficient for the future. That
is fantastic. That's such a wide net that you're able to help the community out with. What's a typical day look like for you guys?
Well, you know, typically our food pantries open at 9 in the morning. Topeka is one of our busiest food pantries of the 8 that we operate in our 21 counties. We see in a month's time about 850 people through our food pantry. So that is a big piece of what we do here in Topeka. But then people can make appointments in order to be able to get help with, like, say you need help paying your rent so you can stay housed. Preventing people from becoming homeless is a big goal of Catholic Charities. It's one of the things that we work towards. So helping people pay a utility bill or a rent bill can keep people housed so they don't end up on the street.
I love that. I love that proactiveness that you're trying to help out the community with. You know, let's keep them from becoming homeless.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. And, you know, keeping people fed. It's wonderful what you guys are doing. And so how's the donation from Patterson Legal Group kind of able to help you guys' mission out? Well,
really, I think, you know, any donations we use either to help us with that rent and utility assistance or purchasing food. Just like everybody, we're impacted by the cost of food today. So what we could buy a couple of years ago, we're able to, you know, we need more money in order to feed the same amount of people. Then us also in our communities, what we are seeing, because we know the cost of living is more, we're seeing more and more people who are coming to our food pantries or asking us for help with rent and utilities. So the need is rising as cost of living continues to rise.
And every little bit helps.
Absolutely.
And so reaching out at this, again, with kind of this wide net of helping out the community, how can people reach out to you guys if they're in need of any help, if they're looking for like a food pantry or a little assistance with rent or utilities?
Again, our food pantry is open from 9 to 4, Monday through Thursday. It is walk-in. You don't have to make an appointment. You come in, it is really a grocery store experience, so it's client choice. We don't just hand you a box of food. You're able to choose the items that you need for your family. All we ask is that you bring a piece of ID. You don't have to show proof of income for food assistance, and you're able to access that one time a month. So, and our office is at 3rd and Kansas Avenue downtown, so you can just walk in. And then for rent and utility assistance, we do ask that you call the office and make an appointment, or if you come in for food, you could ask for an appointment then. So our we have case managers that work Monday through Friday doing that type of work.
That's fantastic. And you also, you mentioned like kind of helping people join the workforce. Is that right? Well, how does that system work?
So we have kind of 2 different separate types of programming. One is you're looking for employment and you just need maybe help writing a resume. Maybe you need some help with a connection to an employer, making an application. You know, do you need that kind of help? Pretty basic, but we have a case manager in Topeka that can work with families or individuals to help them do those things. And we know employers, we work with employers, so we're able to, you know, kind of make some direct contacts for
bridge
folks.
that gap.
Right,
No, that's
exactly.
fantastic.
But the second piece is a program we call St. Rita's, and it is an education to employment program. So do you want to get a certificate of some kind, a short-term certificate, where, and we can help you find that certificate program, get you enrolled, find financial aid to pay for that program. And then in the process of you doing that, we also provide kind of these wraparound case management services to help make sure that if you struggle, like maybe you get a flat tire and you can't get to school, we can help pay for that flat tire repair work, or just help you kind of work around some planning. And then again, helping with those soft skills, applying for a job, how do you interview, doing those things. And then again, the relationship with the employer. So when you finish your certificate, helping you get employment, and then continuing to, after you're employed, you know, we continue to do that case management for a period of time afterwards to make sure that you get settled in and that you're comfortable in that employment.
I love that. I love the you know, someone's in need, you're here to, you know, be someone to lean on. That's fantastic. That is absolutely absolutely great what you guys are doing for the community. And so what's it mean for you to be a part of the organization to kind of to help out the community like this?
Well, I have a degree in social work, but I also have a degree in religious studies. So my background has been working in some role in the Catholic Church for about 25 years. But I've been at Catholic Charities almost 10. And my desire to live out my faith day in and day out by serving the most needy among us is really gives me great satisfaction.
I love that. That is wonderful. And can you speak upon the impact you've seen the Catholic Charities Northeast Kansas have on the community?
I think, you know, I believe that part of what Catholic Charities does is how we treat people when they walk through our doors, is welcoming them, not being judgmental, being able to help them in the moment. A woman who came to us for food for the first time, you know, that can be a very scary, difficult thing to do, to ask.
Yes.
And she wrote a letter to us actually and said, I expected you would give me food. There was no doubt that I was going to walk in the door, but what she said was that what I didn't expect was the kindness and the love that I was shown. And when I left there, I felt better about myself, even though I had to ask for help. And that, at the end of the day, for Catholic Charities of Northeast Kansas, is our goal. We know we can't always help everybody. We know that we can't always give everyone everything they need, but if they can have some hope and feel that they've been cared for when they leave our offices, that is success.
I love that so much. Yeah, because as we just said, it's so hard to ask for help, and to be able to, you know, have that comforting welcome and be able to welcome and make someone feel comfortable like that, I think is fantastic.
Exactly.
And so how can people support you guys now? Like,
sure.
We mentioned the food pantry. Kind of, I'm assuming looking for some, you know, food or donations to help with that. Volunteers, is that something you'd be looking for?
Yes. So in Topeka, we need volunteers. Our food pantry, we have one employee that kind of manages the operations of the food pantry specifically, but we use all volunteers. And so every day of the week we need volunteers to help us meet with guests who come in our door who are in need of food, checking people in, helping them through the food pantry, also helping, we do something called grocery store rescue, where we go to some grocery stores to pick up food that is going to expire. But it's not expired yet, but they need to take it off their shelves, so they donate it to us. So we have volunteers that go pick that up and bring it back to the food pantry. We need donations of food. We're always, if you have an organization, a business, a church, a group that would like to do a food drive, we would welcome that. Or just dropping off donations directly at our food pantry would be great. And obviously, we always can use money to be able to purchase food, and also to any money that we receive, we make determination whether it can be best used, maybe for rent or utility assistance or for food. But people can also say, well, hey, I'm donating this money and I really want it to go to the food pantry. So they can tell us what they would like it to go for.
That's great. So what's the best way for people to reach out to you if they're wanting to donate or volunteer or learn more?
Sure. The best way is really through our website, which is Catholic Charities, KS.org. And you can, when you get on there, there's a place to donate, but there's also a volunteer tab that you can go and you can actually just sign up to volunteer, and someone will contact you immediately and get you on your way.
Easy as that. That's fantastic. It's great having you on the show, and it's great what you guys are doing for the community. I know there's a lot of people out there that really appreciate it, even if it's just something as simple as paying a simple bill or getting a flat tire fix. I know those little things are really what help us in the future.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Well, thank you once again for joining us this morning. Everyone, to learn more, you can visit CatholicCharitiesKS.org.
Giving Back, sponsored by Patterson Legal Group.